Do it, so too bad. Follow us on Twitter at HurtWords3. Like, subscribe, share, watch us on YouTube, HurtWords Podcast.
Fucking leave us some comments. Drop us a line on our email, hurtwordswithz@gmail.com. Fuck with us on fucking Instagram, hurtwords3. Fucking we out here. Be out here on these platforms fucking around.
And yes, it's the 4th of July, but it's not happy 4th of July. It's happy Independence Day, you dumb motherfuckers, if you don't know that. Independence Day, not the 4th of Yes, it is the 4th of July, but it's Independence Day. Independence Day. The anniversary of when we yeah, we became free of oppression. And it's kind of funny because that's what's caused oppression. And got the left, and the left, I don't mean to go into politics right away, but it's just, I don't know, on a day like this, I don't know, I fucking love America. Once we fix America, we can help everybody else, but we have to fix America first. And also other countries have to wake up and realize the truth for themselves. You know, you need to be able to help yourselves too. You can't just, it's an individual person like myself, like I can't just fucking wait for somebody to do something for me. Same thing applies to the people of a nation or a country. So
100%.
But yeah, is there anything else you want to? Is there anything you want to jump into? Because I have some notes that I wanted to talk about, especially this lady. But I mean, if you have anything you want to talk about first.
Nah, I'm good, man. Just happy Independence Day, yo.
Yeah, hell yeah, happy Independence Day, America, bitches, America. This is for left. It's for the left. Or anybody that talks shit about America. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Hopefully I said her name right. She's a socialist Democrat. Has a bunch of socialist ideas, everything free. You know, everybody's entitled. Here you go. Here's this. Here's that. How the fuck we're gonna pay for it? But here you go. Here's free shit. We're gonna bankrupt the country and collapse the economy, run out of food, and civilization will have collapsed in our. That's what socialism is. It's just of a third world country. She's open about it. And you got the DNC chairman saying she's the future of our party. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to play a clip because this shit is real. And this is why I get so angry at the left and Democrats. It's not because, unfortunate. I mean, if they were Republicans, you'd hear me say they're Republicans. But no, they're Democrats. They really are Democrats. You know why? Because they as Democrats, they were elected as Democrats. So there you go. They're Democrats. That's just truth, facts, man. Sorry, I woke up hot because it's been a while since I checked the news, but when I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck is really going on, man? This shit is wild." See if I can find it. It's from not too long ago. You know what? I know where I can find it. I'm gonna have to look that article back up again, though. Let's see. Like one of the first stories. Here we go. Tom Paris. I'm just gonna play the clip of him saying it real quick. Or we can watch the whole clip. I don't care. But
something else happened last week. There was a primary in several states. Your state, home state of Maryland, and also up in New York, where The fourth most powerful Democrat in the United States Congress, Congressman Joe Crowley, was knocked out by a young woman, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, 28 years old, never ran for office before. Big progressive, calls herself a democratic socialist, actually like Bernie Sanders did. She was a Bernie Sanders supporter. And in Maryland, Ben Jealous, another strong progressive, wins a Democratic nomination for governor. What's this tell you about where the Democratic Party is going today?
Well, my daughters, I have 3 kids, 2 of whom are daughters. One just graduated college, one is in college, and they were both texting me about their excitement over Alexandria because she represents the future of our party.
Okay, so there you go. So basically, his daughters are like, "Yay, socialism!" Because all progressive is the term progressive is just a nice word for socialism, for socialist people. Okay, that's all it is. And so his Tom Parrott, whatever his fucking last name is, the DNC chairman, his daughters, he just said his daughters were like, "Yay, socialism, oppression, starvation." That's how I interpret it. Didn't mean to get mad.
Nah, it's understandable because this shit's fucking.
There it is in plain sight for you guys. There it is. There it is. The Democrats are socialists and they're trying to sell out America because they don't fucking care about you. They don't care about you. That's why they're brainwashing you because all they want you to do is vote for them. And even if you don't vote for them, they're going to overturn anything and everything that they can, regardless, even if they have to break the law and kill people. That's just how they are. And I get it. Yeah, that's politics, period. I'm just saying it happens more often with the Democrats than the Republicans. I'm not saying all Republicans are fucking perfect because you have rhinos. Like I said, don't forget rhinos. Rhinos are fake Republicans who, under the guise of being a Republican, still sell out America. Look at Bush and his father. Republicans, they sold out America as well. Bush, George W. Bush being one of the craziest motherfuckers who didn't give a shit and just did shit without any approval whatsoever. He just fucking did shit because he was a bad person. Republican. So I get it. Yes, but it's the Democrats right now.
Like, these people are fucking evil motherfuckers that fucking don't care about the people. They don't care about, like, and that's what fucks with me. That's why I fucking have a very bad taste in my mouth with socialism itself. Is because people, we're ass backwards in this country to the point where shit that we know should be like, clean energy. That's something that just should be, clean energy should be, but due to socialism, because people don't want to fucking give up their fucking multi-billion-dollar fucking corporation, and people don't want to fucking give up their millions of dollars, and they want to sell out America, sell out the people of the American people strictly because of what they fucking think is going to help. Like, there's a lot of beneficial shit out there that we can come to terms with, but it's like we get caught up in fucking socialism. Like, I understand your heatedness because I fucking can't stand socialism to the max. Like,
that's why people are so shitty nowadays, because that's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. I'm sorry that I have to say this to a bunch of Americans, but if you get offended by this, or if you kind of feel you fit in this category, then I'm sorry. You probably do. But people are fucking lazy, man. People are fucking lazy nowadays. That's why they're so inviting towards the idea of progressivism, which is just socialism, because it's just free shit. But you know what also is free? Death, oppression, starvation. Okay, there you go. You want socialism, progressiveness? All right, there you go. Here, everybody's going to be equal in the sense that you're going to be oppressed the same. You're going to have the same death, ways to die. You can choose however way to die. I guess you're all gonna have that same opportunity or whatever the fuck, or you're all gonna meet the same fate. So equal death, equal. Uh, you're not gonna have enough food to eat, so y'all are gonna equally, starve to death. That there you go, there you go. That's fair. That's equality for you. That if you're gonna go with progressivism and socialism. So I don't know.
One of those things. It's like when people ask for free shit, like when Bernie Sanders, like it got to be more clear when we talk about these things. Like when we say free education, when we say free, like what was it? Joe Rogan said, basic something income, like just basically having the survivability of Americans. Like if you're a commuter, I'm not a commuter. If you're somebody that's part of this community, we need to put like our money back into our communities in the proper channels. You know, like
Yeah,
I see people fucking like asking for free shit and want everybody to take care of them, but they don't want to work. And I get it, we don't want to work, but at the same time, we have to put in if we want to get back. Like
or
there are
if,
millions
or
of fucking
if you want to get out of whatever the fuck you're in, that's the only way.
And it's to the point where it's like certain shit. Like I'm all for free education. I'm for free health benefits. I'm for the people being able to be taken care of without having to fucking struggle. But at the same time, you gotta be able to put in a little like free education. There is such thing as free education right now. What is that called? Grants. Fucking scholarships. Fucking financial aid. These are all things like that you have to put in at least a little bit to get back. So it's like when I see people that like demand free education, it just seems like y'all want to be able to just register for school, but not show why. Like not do anything. You just want to be able to go to college. And I get that. Like in a perfect world, maybe, but at the certain level, like you can't just accept handouts for the rest of your life, because then you're gonna expect handouts for the rest of your life. We're never going to grow. We're never going to have the drive to do anything, because
and you lose appreciation. Like you lose appreciation. Like when you work for something yourself and you build or buy or save up to whatever you're gonna get, like, and you work for it, it's a greater sense of accomplishment because you did it on your own. You did it. You're the fucking man. You're the fucking woman. You're the motherfucker that got it done. Like hell yeah, I did this shit. This shit is possible. You just gotta work for it. You just gotta want it. You just have to be patient. You just have to save. You just have to, whatever it is you're doing, you just have to do it. You have to be about it. And nowadays, like nowadays, people have lost it, man. They're so out of touch with reality and how the fuck things really work that it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling, bro.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, and I see the narratives being pushed, like to Republicans, they tell everybody that Democrats are lazy, and to Democrats, they tell Republicans are evil. But we're all fighting for the same shit. We're all fighting for a well-balanced nation, a well-balanced home. Like, I get the frustrations that we have with our home, but this is our home now. Like, this is like, as an African American, I understand how fucked up America was built, but at the same time, I'm here in this country now.
That's what I said earlier.
This is my home. This is what I have to rock with. So I'm not going to just sit there and abandon what I have to rock with. I'm going to try and make this country great. Like, I don't agree with making it great again, but I believe in making America great. And that if we can at least get that far along, to put aside our differences, to fucking understand, like, even if you don't like this country, we're not bad people.
Yeah, I said that too. I was like, the actions. I was saying that I get it that we're a country built on migrants, and we came in and we fucking took the land from Indians and stuff. But I was like, but in the world, even in nature, only the strong survive. I'm sorry the Indians didn't evolve as fast as the Europeans did and come into technology as fast as the Europeans did. But I mean, in a perfect world, I mean, even now, a perfect world doesn't exist. I mean, yeah, I get it. And past administrations have done horrible things to countries and people around the world. And they've even done it to their own people. 9/11, okay? The Oklahoma City bombing, anthrax in the mail or whatever. Like, all that shit's allowed to happen. And all that shit's, kind of that, they mastermind it with other people. But they even do it to us Americans. I mean, corporations, mega banks, corrupt politicians, the globalists in the end, because they control the world. But those don't define me. Like, I am an American, but I'm an American. America, not a globalistic America, but America. All that shit that they do, I don't agree with that, but that doesn't define me. I'm an American. Like, you want to meet a real American? Hey, I'm right here. We can travel up. We can talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. We can be civil. We can talk about games, whatever the fuck. I'm a real American. I love America, but I also love the rest of the world.
You are who you are now.
I mean, I want prosperity for everybody, but I mean, we can slowly.
We have to accept what the world has dealt, the cards we have been dealt. We have to accept those and move forward. It ain't about the hand that you have now. It's about the hand that you can potentially have. And to me, I think everybody, I think blacks and whites and fucking minorities are all taught to, well, at least in this country, the greatest divide is blacks and whites, in my opinion. And I think both of them are being held accountable for shit that's not them. Like, I think black people are held accountable for slavery. Like, we put ourselves in the mindset of slaves. We put ourselves in the mindset of Africans. We put ourselves in the mindset of anything other than American. And then I think they push the narrative to whites as well as blacks that these are who we were. They push the narrative to whites that you are your ancestors. You are a slave master, or you are a fucking like bigot or anything like that. Like, you're colonists. They teach that to the white minds now. And you either get white guilt or you get white pride and privilege. And then there's like middle ground where at the end of it, poverty's poverty. You're just people. Like, at the end of it, like
you could see the tension between the division of black and whites.
Oh yeah, like it's a race war that's been fueled.
Yeah, like that Twitter exchange I had with that lady. Mm-hmm. You could tell she had white guilt, and white guilt makes you very irrational. And I say irrational because you kind of can't call me racist, because do I look racist to you? I mean, look who's sitting beside me. Look who does the fucking podcast with me. When a white person can call a minority racist, that's weird. But when the minority actually isn't racist, that's how you see the whole white guilt thing. Because I feel somebody would only say that if they felt bad for their color of their own skin because of what their ancestors did, which they shouldn't feel bad about. Because, like I said, I don't. That doesn't define shit that America did or the globalists did using America. That doesn't define. So the shit that happened in the past with slavery shouldn't define you either. You shouldn't have white guilt, because only a person with white guilt would call a minority racist. I mean, I'm far from racist. Like, Tim, you're fucking black. I'm Hispanic.
Like, I think it's just the easiest fucking, and I've shown being myself, growing the way I did. When I say these things, I was there. Like, y'all can look on my Facebook feed and fucking see dumb shit where I'm calling people racist just because, and it ain't even being racist. It might be prejudice, or it might be something I don't agree with. But when you see racism, you know racism. When you see hate from a sheer fact of I don't like you because of your fucking color and your skin, and I don't give a fuck about anything else, that's pure. You know it. So like when we call people racist just because we don't agree with what they think, or we don't agree. Like I remember calling somebody racist because they were like, "Well, what's wrong with being a proud white person?" And I immediately called them a racist. And I was like, thinking back on that shit, that's like fucking, that's ignorance. Like that's 100% ignorance, because I was so upset about these trigger movies and these things that happen on the streets that are beyond, like that movies aren't enough anymore for them to instill this shit in you. Now they're implanting fucking like these fucking, for the new generation, these racists that are like popping up, and people are like filming them and shit. Like they got names for them now and shit. Like these memes out of these people, like fucking Barbecue Becky and what's her name? Something Patrol Patty or some Permit Patty or some shit like that. Like the lady that called the police on the people that were barbecuing on the park. The lady that called the police on the little girl that was selling cookies and like, or selling bottled water. One of those.
I feel like those people might actually be racist. And then they blow up, they go viral because that's exactly what the mainstream wants to show minorities, specifically black people, white people acting this way. Because, if there was racist people, there'd be a lot more racist people, and they'd be openly racist. You know why? Because racist people don't give a fuck. Hello?
And that's what it comes down to. So like, even if people have a predisposition on black person, like if they secretly don't fucking like black people, but when they go to work they act cordial, or when they're around you they act cordial, to me I won't say that's like, I feel like it's a stretch saying that's respect, but that is a certain point where they care enough not to act like an ass and go off of their first thoughts directly. They at least show some level of restraint to their racism. So at a certain point, they're like, if it makes sense, they like just restrain themselves. So there's people that don't give a fuck. There's racists that don't give a fuck and just hate you, like 100% pure hate. They hate more than they fucking care. Like they hate more than they fucking care about their selves. They hate more than they care about their jobs or anything like that. They just hate. And those are the people like
hate.
Fucking player haters ball.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things like we got to fucking watch out for. Like,
yeah, they want you to kind of be jealous of other people's success. Like they want even division like that, because it's just better. I mean, it's just better to cause friction and have just some sort of hate. Like, oh, that guy's driving a nice car that I don't have. I fucking hate that motherfucker. But you never stop to think and realize you could have that car. You could have that car. You could have whatever the fuck you want. You just gotta fucking work for it, which you don't want to do half the time, and that's your own fucking fault.
Yep. Like they take away from the aspect of like when you're thinking and processing shit, you don't think.
You think, just immediately break yourself down.
You think, why does that guy have this thing? Why do you get to have that?
Because he's white.
Why do you get to? Yeah, they tell you they're like which you know what I mean. The way the country is built, it's here, it's there. Like privilege is there. Privilege, and what is it? Nephilim, not Nephilim.
You mean privilege as a whole, like not just white privilege, but privilege for everybody?
Privilege for everybody at a certain point. Like there's white privilege. Like the reason why there's white privilege is because the country was built off of, or built by whites, so they have lineage to distribute amongst the people. And even with that, there's more whites in the country than there are minorities.
Well,
This
now
is why
there's
it comes off that like.
well now there's more minority than white people. It's backwards, but I don't.
But ultimately, what
I kind of feel like there's no such thing as white privilege. It's just privilege, and even with lineage, like that's true. Like they've have they're deeper rooted. I get what you're saying, like they're deeper rooted. So they've spanned vast amounts of generations and things like that, and they've kind of they help their family out. I get what you're saying, like they passed the torch down, basically in essence, kind of, and they watch make sure their kid goes through school and shit, and they're successful and everything. But I mean, we could do that too. We just gotta fucking do it.
Yeah, and look, when I say that it's like white privilege, it's just due to what we see more often. So people have, it's not a thing of like they're just giving white people free passes. It's just like it's the way we're fucking, what is it? We're bred. So like people don't really get mad at white privilege.
It's systematic though, because I mean it has a term for a reason. White privilege has that term for. That's why I said privilege in general, because I mean, if you were to tell me white privilege, all I'm gonna think of is a privileged white person. Oh, they have it better than me. So sad. That sucks for me. No, I mean, they're privileged. Okay, their family is well off, but I'm pretty sure their fucking family worked for that shit. And that kid's lucky to be part of that family. I mean, it's just, in a perfect world, we'd all be born to a fucking well-off family, but we're not. But you can get it for yourself. You could be the family that your kid is born to, that successful family. You could build that successful family for your kid. So privilege is just privilege to me.
Yeah.
But white privilege does exist in the sense that they've coined that term, and they want you to see white people, successful white people that probably did put in the work, and be mad and say, damn, they only got that because they're white. Because for some type of way, some fucking reason, they're white and they have it better.
And it's to the point where it's like, I start to see the examples of why people are trying to prove white privilege and why it's such a negative thing. And I get it. I get it, but fucking, it seems to me in most cases they see a white person acting a fool, and they always say, damn, if that was a black person, he would have got this, that, and this, that, and this. So it's basically me. It seems like what they want is like,
I feel like that's done on purpose too, though. I feel like that's done on purpose.
The news stories are always going to tell you, like, the school shootings are always going to be some. Oh, sorry. The school shootings are always going to be some country white person. The fucking mass shootings here in America are always going to be more often than not a white person.
Yeah, on SSRIs.
The people are medication. They're going to be, the rapists are going to be fucking like the casual rapists or whatever that don't get real trial or real fucking just judgment, because it's not that they're white. And this is where I say we can't focus on white privilege. It's because they're not privileged because they're white. They're privileged because they're rich. Like most of the time, these people fucking, you like whenever they say a school shooter or you see a white person with a knife or something like that, and they're like, man, if that was a black person, they would have fucking just straight up shot him. And it's like, okay, probably, but be more focused at the fact that the black person is not getting any justice versus the white person that is getting justice. Like, you're mad at the white person for being for getting justice. So yeah, if somebody's shooting up a school and they end up apprehending the dude without having to kill him, to me, that's justice, because that's what I still want for black people. You know what I mean? I still want that for everybody, to be apprehended and put through the fucking ringer, put through their give them, like, I don't want somebody to just kill a bunch of people, because in their head, they're gonna fucking die anyway. So I want them to fucking sit on that shit. I want them to talk about the lives that they took, put them through their actual punishment or their actual justice. Same with anybody that needs like a second fucking thought in what happened with theirs, like, or like a black person or a Mexican or a minority in general. Just anything that I just want the justice system to be what the justice system should be, and that's something that is supposed to be. It's supposed to have integrity and fucking do right. So when people are like calling for lack of justice strictly because of justice, that's where I feel like we get deterred. Because we're focused on white privilege and why they get to act a fool and not have as strong repercussions as we do. Like, it's systematically played that way. We need to focus on the people that are doing shit to our people. You know what I mean? And like, the more we focus on that shit, the bigger the picture will be to me. Like, the bigger the picture will fucking come out to. But that's one of those things. I'm like, man, fuck that. We can't focus on white privilege. Whether you believe in it or you don't. Ultimate thing is, don't focus on the white. Focus on the privilege. Why are they privileged? Why are they fucking? And it's not just because they're white. It's not. At a certain level, certain people were born into money, and then certain people raised money for themselves, for their families. So when you think about that, ask yourself, why can't I do that? Like Jeremiah said earlier, ask yourself, why can't, there's no reason you can't do that for yourself. There's no reason, like, I was born into poverty. Doesn't mean my daughter's going to live impoverished when she's my age. You know what I mean? I can build something for her. I can build a fucking empire for her to live off of. I'm going to. And even though I could, that's what we're fucking doing. And the more we focus on that shit, the less person we have to be mad at.
And all build empires for yourselves and your family. That's why we here at HurtWords, we say if you have any products or whatever the fuck you want us to shout out, we do it for free as long as you share the podcast. And that is what real prosperity and looking out for each other is building each other up. Healthy competition, you know. I mean, there's plenty of other podcasts that are way better than ours, but I mean, hey, we're trying to be us. So if you tune into us, badass, you know.
Hell yeah.
I mean, but we want everybody to be on top of that mountain together, experiencing prosperity and everything. You know, it's not just we want it for us. We want all the success. No, if this platform gets bigger, can be bigger, or however big it gets, even now, we're going to help build other people.
That's all it is. It's just, that's the basics of trade. Is you have something that I want that can help me. I have something you want that'll help benefit you. Yeah, that's trade, and that's part of basic trade. Like, we as a people lost sight of what we feel we deserve and what we get caught up in feeling like we deserve stuff. And it's like, it ain't a matter of what you deserve. It's just a principle of like, what are you gonna get, and what are you gonna do with what you got. There's a lot of shit that people deserve more for. They have what they have, and they built what they built with what they got. It's a lot of people that came from fucking 1-bedroom apartments, fucking 5, 6 brothers and sisters that are living well for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is why. That is one of the things that you can't do a lot of in a lot of other countries. And that's where, like, my basic fucking pride in this country comes from. It's just the opportunities. Even though, like, no matter what we think about our country, we still are the land of fucking opportunities. Like, and that's something to be damn proud of to me.
Yeah, most places you talk bad about the government, you get thrown in jail or killed. Here you can call the president whatever the fuck you want to call him, and freedom of speech. So this is a land of opportunity.
Yeah.
Remember that, especially on Independence Day, man. Remember that. We should be appreciative that you're born here in America. I mean, just look at all the illegals trying to come in because they want a better future. Most of them aren't bad people, but Some of them are, all right? But that should tell you that don't look at America as being shitty, and I don't know. It's just you're a lot more fortunate than you think you are. And the only reason you're pissed off or mad is because you don't want to put in the work for whatever the fuck it is. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. You don't have money to go out this Friday, right? And all you need is $60 or whatever the fuck, but no one can give you money, your parents can't give you money or whatever. Too fucking bad. You should have a fucking job. Then you can go out. Maybe you can't even go out if you were working.
Yeah.
But you'd have money.
Yeah.
Right? Or maybe you're whatever you're fucking mad at. Just do it yourself. God damn, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Just do it.
Nike that shit.
Just do it, man. Like this podcast. I've been talking about doing this podcast for 2 years. And one day I was like, no, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do this. Tim showed me Anchor. I was like, all right, fuck it. We're going to fucking do it. Start off with our headsets, worked our way up to these mics and the interface. And we're doing it. We're actually putting in the work. Doing it. All right?
Nice.
You should do it too. We don't get paid for this. We don't fucking make money off of this. We do it just to let you people know that there's regular motherfuckers out there just like you, and here we are. All right?
There's opportunity in everything. Anything and everything. That's one of the beauties of this country. Like, there's a lot of fucking negative shit here. Yes, at a certain point, this country is shit, but it starts with us. It starts with, like, people that are out, like people that are in London, people that are in Japan, people of other countries that look at America and look at us in such a negative light. The only way we can fix that is not by fucking trying to go back in time and fucking focus on shit that happened like hundreds of years ago, but how we affect now, how the people speak of the country. The people are the country. These leaders are not like, you don't agree with your leader, fucking, that's the beauty of the internet, because we have ways of letting you know, I don't agree with my president. We have that right. Like, people in fucking North Korea can't fucking do that shit. Like, people in London can't fight for their fucking rights to bear arms. They just can't have guns. They just don't do it. Cops don't have guns. People don't have guns. It's just not a thing. I mean, there's bad people that still have it. There's people that still have them. But what we have here, we actually have a fight. We have the ability to fight. So with that, just be fucking, just do it. Use your abilities to fucking, if you don't like the country, speak up and change your country. Put your energy into, don't wait for somebody to fucking fix it for you. Don't wait for a politician to fucking come into office and try and fucking fix it. And if you're gonna fucking play the politics game, actually vote. Like, vote for your state and your city. Like, there's more that we can all do, and we always have to be vigilant and alert. You gotta be.
That's the beauty of America. If you have a problem with it, here you can fucking do something about it. If you're willing to put in the work. If you're willing to put in the work. If you're not willing to put in the work, then you're not going to see a fucking result or a change.
Nope.
You can't always just wait for the next fucking person to do it either, or do it for you. Sometimes you have to do it yourself. That's why, like I said earlier in the Hurt session, that's why I do this podcast. This is why Ram does the podcast, to get information out to you, and it's up to you to analyze it or interpret it however you want to, but it's the truth. We just want to talk about the truth here and give you the truth. This is our contribution to America or the world, and trying to make a difference. We're gonna talk about topics that really affect us. You hear it, and it's your job or your choice, not your job, sorry, but your choice to spread the word. We hope you do. Not because we want eyes on the podcast, but we want ears on the information.
Mm-hmm. Even if you just listen to it and decide, you know what, I'm gonna do that myself.
For reals.
Like that's all. That's all we want from this podcast is to deliver insight, deliver fucking points of views that aren't conventional, points of views that aren't spoon fed to you. Like we just
Alternative thoughts.
Alternative thoughts. It's okay to think freely. It's okay to think whatever you want to think. Your mind is supposed to be your safe place. Like you should be able to fucking express your mind without having to feel fucking, what is the word? Feel fucking criticized. Like I don't know what the fuck word. But just basically feel like people are going to fuck you up just because you believe in something. So shit. We all people, man. We all fucking have our own ideas. We all have our thoughts, and that's what we want to do here. It's just fucking spread our ideas, spread our fucking insights, spread our thinking, our thought process, and hope that not that you think the same way we think, but that you think.
Period.
Point blank.
Just even if you're not even gonna take our words with a grain of salt or whatever. If you're just gonna take whatever, right? And you're not gonna think of any other variable or outcome or reason or whatever. You're just gonna take whatever you take. Give that at least deeper thought. You know, if you're not gonna take a second look at it or give it a second thought, take one deep fucking look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And ask yourself a couple questions.
Yeah, like why? That's how I always see it myself. Like I ask myself when I think of something when I see something I disagree with, I don't think about how I disagree with it. I think about why. And you gotta ask yourself, why do I disagree with this? Like sometimes you just gotta be okay with like second guess yourself when you have the time to fucking second guess yourself. Like, we gotta be okay with having multiple thoughts run through our head.
And you gotta be okay with being wrong every now and then.
Like I see, like as a white person, I could see like why would like it'd be like, man, I probably agree with certain shit that Trump says, but I'm not gonna say I agree with Trump because then I'm gonna look like a racist. Then I'm gonna be one of those MAGA people or Trump supporters. It's okay to agree with certain people's shit. You don't have to agree with the person as a whole, but you can agree where you agree. You know what I mean? Like you can't sit there and hide the fact that you agree with somebody just because of their other fucking thought processes. If it's something that's gonna help the country, don't sit there and say, well, I just disagree with you altogether and I'm not gonna support your shit because I disagree with you altogether. But even though you agree with that one thing that could make a difference, you know what I mean? Like at a certain point, we got to be able to say, set aside our differences and do what's best for the greater good, even if we don't.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I think that's just part of coexisting, man. I think that's
part
of
you
like,
have to learn. Like a college degree doesn't mean shit. Yeah, you're probably very intellectual to a certain extent, but if you have a mind that, you know, that can't take being wrong, then what good is that degree if you're not gonna continue to learn from your mistakes or choices you've made or events that happen in life, or even being wrong about somebody's name or an actor, whatever, just being wrong, period. Like you're gonna be wrong. It's fine. Don't like, people are wrong all the fucking time. Learn from it. Now that won't happen again. If you choose to learn from it, if not, then it's going to keep happening. You're not going to learn from it. You know, whatever it is with financial decisions, the way you play a game, like anything. You just have to be able to learn and be open and accepting of being wrong. I mean, I'm gonna be wrong plenty of times further down in my life, and I'm probably maybe I'll be wrong today for some reason, but I can't bitch about it. I just gotta learn from it.
Yep. You gotta be. We're always going to be wrong, like 100%. Everything I say, I'm like, I'm never just, unless it's something I witnessed, I'm never just 100%. This is how it is. The things I talk about are things that I'm like, I see, like, this is probably how it is, man. But I give myself that second thought to be like, is it really? And assess. It helps you be okay with being wrong, because when you're wrong, at the end of it, you're just trying to find the truth. At the end of being wrong, at the end of being right, I mean, you're just, yeah, at the end of being wrong and right, fucking, you're just trying to find the truth. You're just trying to be as accurate as possible. And you want accuracy to fucking be out there. So
That's why I want the truth. That's why I like the truth. Is because I don't want to be wrong, and no matter how ugly the truth is, I'd rather have the truth than somebody fucking spoon feed me a lie. Like, no, don't tell me the truth. Don't tell me the truth. It's too real for me. It's too real for me. Go ahead and lie to me. Go ahead and lie to me. I'll feel better. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't want to hear about how shitty the world is. I don't want to hear about the corrupt politicians and the globalists that actually run the world and shit like that. Don't talk about it. No, it's too depressing. I don't want to think about shit like that. Because life as I know it's gonna crumble, and then my whole life has been a lie, and I've wasted so much time. And you're damn right, you've wasted so much fucking time. You've been asleep this whole goddamn time.
Yeah. This one at that time's fucking. Time is what you make it. Fucking time is what. Even if you waste a lot of time, it took me fucking 22, 23 years to wake up to the degree that I did. I woke up when I was 16. And there's always going to be a point where you're going to wake up. Like, even when, like, it's like Inception type shit. There's layers to this reality. And we can't be afraid to wake up because we don't want to. Because we're comfortable. Because it goes against our way of life to think differently than what I've been thinking for the past 10 years or 20 years or 15 or 19 fucking 30 years. We have to be able to let go of our thought process in order to understand that fucking there's levels to waking up, and that if I stay asleep, I'm hurting a lot more people. Even though I'm not hurting myself directly, I'm hurting a lot of people because I'm choosing to stay asleep. I'm choosing to continue this bullshit. I'm choosing to continue. And this, like, I know we said it several times, this is what Kanye meant by, at a certain point, slavery. You can choose.
He's basically saying what you've said, what I've said. Is the world is ass backwards because you allow it to be ass backwards. We let them oppress us. We let them take away our freedoms and shit, like, and everything, and just
treat us the way that they treat us.
Yes, exactly. We let what's going on happen because we just let them do it. Nobody pays attention to what's really going on because everybody's too distracted. Everyone wants to go to the club and get laid and drink and go to work and then do it all over again at night, and they're on social media.
We're obsessed with repetition.
It's just distraction after distraction after distraction after distraction. It's like you're not even going to be able to enjoy those distractions if you don't fucking pick your head up and pay attention to what the fuck is really going on, because by the time it happens, when shit hits the fan, it's going to be too late for you.
Think about it like this. There's things that you see that create a dividing line that makes you think that this will never fucking happen to me. And there's certain shit that just it makes you not fucking care. So it just makes you not feel like fucking doing anything. But in all actuality, if they're not doing that direct thing to you, they're guaranteed doing something different to you. That's keeping you keeping you fucking sedated, keeping you distracted, keeping you fucking unhealthy, and fucking like there's a lot of this shit that's happening in this world that didn't fucking exist until this to this age. Like people like diabetes comes directly from the shit that they're feeding us.
Yeah,
like that shit doesn't just fucking come.
So much sugar and everything, man.
Like that shit don't just fucking come up. Like people in the 1800s weren't fucking around with diabetes like that. Like not to this scale. Like I think it said diabetes. The first case of diabetes came in like 1910. I might be completely wrong about that shit, but I remember hearing about that on a fucking podcast.
Crazy.
And this is the shit that like it wasn't until the Industrial Revolution that they really started enslaving the people to the degree that it is now. So it's like, man, we gotta pay attention to everything and can't be scared. I mean, it's okay to be scared, but you can't let the fear, like Jeremiah say, fear consume you. Like we can't let that shit fucking rock, man. We all gotta do our part.
Yeah, man, you can't be scared. That's why every now and then you'll hear me and Tim say, if anything happens to us, they killed us. We're never going to commit suicide. If anything happens to our family, whatever, look into that shit. Because we're two minorities that go against the establishment. Rem has his ideas. I have my ideas. The reason I feel a little bit more, not paranoid, but I just want to cover my ass, especially Rem's, both of ours, but it's because I'm openly, I love Trump. I don't agree with everything, but for the most part, he's a good guy. I feel like he's a good guy. Like, you give me good energy. I've never met him in real life or touched his hand or shook his hand or anything. But for some reason, I just get good vibes from Donald Trump. But I could be wrong still. I don't know the future. But we go against the establishment. We tell the truth about what's really going on. More importantly, it's not really about politics. It's about every time you talk about the globalists and what the globalists do, they're going to watch you. I'm pretty sure they're watching us. I'm pretty sure they're recording this right now. They're recording the stream right now because, yes, we have been suspended. Our different accounts have been suspended. And our numbers are kind of funky and fishy and don't really add up all the time. But that's all right because we're still going to do this. We're going to keep doing this. We don't give a shit. And if anything happens to us, they killed us.
Right.
But is there anything else
that
you want
to be a thing? There should be like a little fucking slogan. Yeah. If anything happens to us, they killed us. Yeah. Nah, that's it for me. Like, man, just fucking be happy, be loving. Fucking at the very core of it, be decent, be a human,
be understanding, man. Be understanding 100%. Of other human beings. Like, they're just trying to get by and make it through, and they have ideas you're not going to agree with. You have ideas they're not going to agree with. But, hey, we got to coexist. Just don't fuck with each other. Let's fucking make America great again in every aspect, down to the people and individual characteristics, and morale. Let's make the world great again. Happy Independence Day. Independence Day.
Welcome to Earth.
Fucking
Will Smith.
Welcome to Earth.
Just fucking punched him in the neck.
At work yesterday, there was some guy. His last name was Bochat. Bochat. And we were like, that's Bochat. And I thought about it, fucking man. Like, oh, that's bullshit.
He wasn't about getting blown up, bro.
No, he wasn't. He's like, come
on, man. Nah, that can't be right. We ain't even do nothing. Fuck yeah. Happy Independence Day, man. 100%.
Be safe. Be safe. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what the left is capable of. God, higher power forbid. I'm not saying that I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, fuck yeah. And another podcast, and I'll say fuck yeah, too. But the way that mainstream media has been talking and everything like that, you just have to watch your ass. Be careful. Be vigilant. just be safe, guys. I want you guys to be safe. Everybody listening, I want you to be safe. Everybody, please be safe.
Be safe and spread the love.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Guess that'll wrap it up.
That wraps it up. You're never alone, motherfuckers. Never alone. Keep that head up. Don't let the stress get to you. Don't let the anxiety eat away. Don't let the fear consume you. Keep that head up.
Keep your head up.
Say it with your chest, man. We're here just like you, regular fucking human beings, doing a podcast. We fucking work, got families, do other shit.
Just fucking couple Americans.
Trying to get by.
Trying to get by. Trying to spread.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it, guys. Peace out. Love you guys. Be safe. Hurt Nation. Be safe.